when we started. Nicaragua always had our back. Just throw up that. Who's running it? Alright, so here's something. Some of you have been to Nicaragua and some of you haven't. And we throw up on the big screen some meaningful moments for us. That's when we're making the beans hang the tobaccos. That's when we make pilons. Pilons tobacco, 4,000 to 8,000 pounds. We put them in there, use pressure, use heat, water, and airflow to take the tobacco and ferment it, make it beautiful. These are the ladies in Despaillo. That's Despaillo, porque nosotros tiene dos Despaillo grande. Beautiful factory. Tobaccos, when I was in 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 million, and then you go, there's so much tobacco that you need people knowing behind people to check where they messed up. It's unbelievable. Because we believe in quality and we've invested into it. These right here still, now you're in the factory level. So, I mean, look at that shit. That's right there. Anybody who seen a blue shirt, that's a supervisor. We never believed in machinery. We did it by hand all the time. By the handmade process, and to baño y nosotros tiene un accordion fashion. And for us, when you see a blue shirt on the factory, you'll never see a factory in the world with as many blue shirts as True Estate. Because we believe in our people, our supervisors are key. This guy's Bonchero right here. Always in Nicaragua, we roll in pairs, 2 people, a Bonchero and a Rolera, a man and a woman. Only Padron, only factory, they follow Honduran way. And they put all the Boncheros on one side, all the Roleros on the other. Nosotros, we stay with the Nicaraguan tradition. Cuba gonna be Cuba, we're gonna be Brooklyn and Nicaragua. And that's how we fucking is, period. Everything we've done in this factory has been us against the world. When we started off, we was the smallest factory in the world. There was none smaller, the fucking worst of the worst. Now we're the biggest in the fucking world, including Cuba. I don't give a shit. Number fucking 1. Any motherfucker can say what they want to, but we fucking built this shit. I'm feeling emotion. I told you guys that shit. So alright, kill it. We're good. That was Marlon, head of supervisor quality control. This is a beautiful video. But I don't know. I get yelled at because I talk too much. So I don't want to talk too much and I don't want to curse. And I just want to tell you that we love you and thank you for coming to all these Bond Smokers with us. But tonight is even more special. Tonight, we're going to just touch upon another area. This video is long as shit. People say I meet people outside the cigar industry, wine people, all sorts of people, auctioneers at Sotheby's, vice president and shit. Yeah, we make cigars in Esteli, Nicaragua, but the biggest employer, I'd say, in the north of the country. Now, my lawyer dude is here. He's going to, JD, I don't know if that's correct. I don't know if that's true. But I'm willing to, Rich, where's Rich at? Rich Newworth, our corporate lawyer, factory man. Unbelievable. When I saw your face when I walked in, I was happy and it made me stronger. I want to shout out a big factory to Rich Newworth tonight. Because tonight what you did at the factory, when I played that, and I watched how you came in, I really respect it and appreciate it. So, the next piece I wanted to throw in was a small piece about Nicaragua. And then I'm going to close this up. It was about when I got to Nicaragua and every house, like 7 out of 9 or 8 out of 10, whatever, had bullet holes in it. And people say, JD, you know, when you talk about that, and then they look on the interweb and they're like, yo, it's true. And I lived in that house and I lived in that factory for 14 and a half years. Full time. And believe me, we were the center of intelligence. It was an incredible experience. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, put it up. Good. So anyway, we're going to throw on a few just pictures. Put on something in the background, dude. I told you. How you doing, Gary? You looking good? Feeling good? Got you. Next photo. That's JD, yeah. Dude, turn that motherfucking shit up. Damn. So that was a wall. It was the first wall at the factory painted in our studio. At the time, we had 6 employees. Think of it, Drew Estate with 6. I don't know if we got 3 or 4 or 5,000. That's another issue me and Rich got to talk to. But I think we got like thousands, 3 or 4 or 5. All right, next photo. When we released Natural, anybody here smoke Natural? How about anybody here smoke Deadwood? Right. Exactly. So next photo. That was the first shit we put up. In New York, we collect graffiti. We buy little graffiti, big graffiti, graffiti on canvas, a broken piece of shit with some graffiti on it. I don't give a fuck. Graffiti is what we're gonna buy. And we bought this piece of graffiti and we said, yo, Clockwork Orange, we don't know what we're doing. But Forbes was on our ass with Apple and Krispy Kreme and Harley Davidson, and we were throwing up shit like this. And they were like, yeah, you're gonna be in an article with them with Forbes. And we were like, what? We are somebody, but we only had 6 people, 8 people in a little house. The Pedro told you, a little green ass house. Open up, you got about 40 people in there, 50. Next photo. That was my bedroom. We had the wall squared away. Next picture. That's when we, at that time, acid. This is what I wanted to show in this was a time period in the late 90s and the early 2000s when we built this. I said, yo, throw them a little flavor just of what we started with, because we started with less than nothing, but people liked us and they wanted to help us, and they fed us for 1 year, and the woman who fed us for 2 years when we blessed Drew Estate Factory 2, each factory the size of a football field, perched in the mountains of northern Nicaragua in the Segovias, in the most beautiful town of all the Segovias in the world, Esteli, Nicaragua, in our barrio, on our street, on our fucking block, and we put the fucking pavement in the block with the government, and we built the bridges from fucking central of town all the way over, two bridges and one in the millions. They built it with us. It's a big deal. Next one. When we made the egg, it was put on a piece of paper in a restaurant. Nick Perdomo Sr. was sitting in front of me, and he had a gun, and I'm sitting right in front of him, and Nick Perdomo sitting next to him, and next to me is some other motherfucker. He's got the gun, and there's a newspaper, and he's leaning on it. And if you know Nick Perdomo, anybody like his cigars? Good. They're good cigars, good man. His father's got the gun under the newspaper, and it's leaning, pointing to me. And if you know Nicky, giving a finger to taking a fucking elbow, that guy is a big dude, 350, 400 pounds. I was like, So that's where that got formed, the egg. Next one. Yo, right there, I was a kid, I was a young man. But you're gonna see that shirt a lot, because I had 3 shirts, and when I left to Nicaragua from Brooklyn, I had 1 album, CNN, The War Report. Right, and that shirt right there was Wu-Tang, and that was early on. Next one, so that's it with Lester. Lester, that guy before, threw every single cigar in the factory tight, and we had to go bankrupt in Nicaragua. Another company came in and said, here's $1.87 million. If you don't pay us back in 1 year, we're taking 51% of your company. And we did it. We had no way to pay them back $20, but we fucking did it. And that Lester, he rolled every cigar tight in the whole factory, and I fired his ass at 225 people at the factory, made the front page of the Nicaraguan newspaper, and we at that point realized, yo, this is a whole different game we're playing. 225 people fired them all for rolling tight cigars, and the government came after us. We had to work it out. Next one, that's Joel. He's the head of production, number 2 guy. Next one, Nick Perdomo Sr. I was with him the night he passed away. Next one. That's where we got our factory. That's the head of our factory on the left, Rubio. And then Mario in the middle. This was when we got our factory. Got it from Nick Perdomo Sr. I had just got to Nicaragua. I was living in his house. He had 2 rules. $25 a month. You can't touch the refrigerator, and you can't touch my TV. That was his only 2 rules. So this was the time for us where we moved from like 6 people to 20 people. Right here, we were gonna move to like 150 1 month. It's 20 to 150, 60, 150. Next one. Came back to New York, that's Mom's. Next one. Here, that was our packaging facility. Anybody here been to Nicaragua and Drew Estate on Cigar Safari? No. How? Yeah? Yes or no? Yeah. All right, good. I'm glad glad you enjoy it. Let me tell you, if you could sell that currency in your mind, it'd be worth money, because right now it's tough to do it. So look, and here's our first packaging room. One of these girls, Zuma, she wound up taking her life, and we all became tight. It was when the company became tight, and where Nicaragua became really part of everything deep in our personal everyday. Sleeping in the factory, when somebody takes their life of 6 people, it was like, wow, this company's gonna be different. We're gonna be so deep in Esteli, on our streets, on our blocks. We're gonna do something never done before. And this was that moment. Next picture. That's Jeff Borch with the Kiki Burger. God rest his soul, Kiki Burger. Jeff from Corona, who we do the 20-acre farm with. Next one. That's in Nicaragua 99 or something. That's us when we was creating after the acid ban just got released in Brooklyn. And our car like broke down or something that same day. Next one. When we created a brand in natural or acid or anything, if it was it would almost be like a person. And this brand was just kind of showing you egg, and this was kind of like where shit started in 2000, of being able to conceptualize a brand and give it life, and take all the life that's been given to you. Give me the courtesy to fucking love you brand. This was that moment right here. So for us, next one, we were the Green Hero, and this was the Green Hero. Why do I give a shit about this cigar? I got 50, 80, 100, 400. I got like 2,000 SKUs of cigars. Why I picked this one to show you tonight is because the Green Hero was us. People said, oh, this cigar tastes green. It don't taste right. And we were like, nah, you don't taste right. This shit's right. And we were like, this is right. And I said, fuck that. We're the Green Hero. If that's green, we're the Green Hero. Because we were buying it, we were doing it right. And we went against all odds. So next one. That was 2000 Mitch, 1998. The hurricane, I just moved to Nicaragua. There was dead bodies floating down the street, almost to the point where it became weird. Lifting out of the cast, 10,000 people died. It was a difficult time. Next one. That was that time. Next one. That's when we got the factory. Next one. That's alright. Modern technology like Tesla and shit. This is a Tesla motherfucking moment. You see some early Tesla shit? Look at that. The fan, little Wu-Tang. I got Wu-Tang hat on. It said Wu-Tang, we made it ourselves. And all of those cigars were drying out. DJ, what else you got? How about a little Big Pun? Alright, so we're gonna start closing it up. Next one. Honduras got stuck in the border. Dude is making animal noises all night. Like 60 people attacked our car. In like, without it, not attack, but like, trust me, I was scared as shit. Next one. That's when we discovered how Camacho Corojo had changed the world. And it was an incredible moment to see Corojo leaf become something beautiful. And we figured out the font a little louder. Yeah. And that Corojo leaf was the Camacho. And when you think about Opus X, you think of Camacho Corojo, maybe Edge, and Liga Privada. This was like a Liga Privada moment for another company, and I was learning. This leaf is incredible, from a mango farmer named Mangosa, who sold us all his Connecticut tobacco. And then after they sold my car, I got a Mitsubishi L200 diesel with the intercooler, and it couldn't fucking turn. You had to do 3 times to U-turn. I didn't give a shit. It was the baddest motherfucking car in Nicaragua. Managua, the Somota, the Esteli, Grenada, you know, that was it. And this was that moment. Next one. I was like 90s. Yo, in Honduras, guy gave me bullets and guns, and I was chopped up. Next one. When we was there like that, on the factory floor, I said, just stop them. There was 30, 40 people rolling cigars. I said, we're gonna just roll, we're gonna make pictures, and we're gonna tell this story, because it's absolutely beautiful, and it's real, and it's authentic. So we're gonna tell it. Next one. So I was making glue. On a building that I rented from Nick Perdomo Sr., who charged me $25 for his fucking air conditioner in my bedroom. $25 fucking dollars for an air conditioner. Next one. Second floor, 2000. Next one. Thinking, looking sharp as a motherfucker. Look at that shit. Next one. Next one. Bin sets. The next one, you know what that piece of land is? That's the only important picture in this photo, and you can remove me from it. Right there is the land my father remembers. We walked on that land, and I said, we're gonna build the world's biggest factory on this fucking piece of land right here. And Rene Torres told me that that's the best piece of land. And I went there, and I looked at that beautiful mountain cliff over all in Esteli in the Segovias with 120,000 people looking at La Gran Fabrica Drew Estate, and I said, this is going to be where we build this business right here. And we built La Gran Fabrica Nicaragua, and for us in the world, it was a game-changing moment. It's undeniable. I don't care if I'm in Germany or Nigeria, this is what they're going to talk about. La Gran Fabrica, for us, it was moments. And that was the land, and it was a Lancero. Yep, next one. And then Juicy Lucy, put it up. From a fat blunt. And that was a great moment for us. Juicy Lucy, next one. There it was, next one. In New York, ready to tear it up, talking to somebody I owe money to. Next one. In Brooklyn, getting ready to release Acid 1400cc. Who knows my acid line? Yo, come on. The company who bought us, believe me, I was like, when we sold the company, I said, these are the right people. Let's see, I'm not the judge. I just could input my own feeling in the matter. This was this acid and Swisher and the things that happened. Beautiful memories. And we've preserved the culture together of a family business, and I've got to be part of it. It's a beautiful, and it goes back deep. So yo, tonight, yo, much love to everybody, including the family. Yo, much love. Next one. We were part of the community, and little Max, he had a little 4x4, smashed next one. Smashed in for his birthday. That was our factory right there. You see those boxes in the back? That's the first time we got a delivery of glass tubes. Oh, you're gonna tube us? Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna tube me an acid and a natural. And I had other plans for tubes, but I learned how easily they break, and we put them in the back. And at the time Iowa was champion, we went to New York City. Next one. Yeah, my man, next one. Yo, that was our first major RTDA show, third. And we was gonna bring in the craziest natural forest. We had dimensions, and the truck fell over. Next one. In the street, broken down car. I told you about that earlier. I messed up the. Here we go. I'm gonna say this a little louder with that. I'm gonna finish it up right here. Pedro's lurking about. We're getting phone calls. We're getting text messages. Yo, cheers. This one is to the military. Cigars for Warriors. My man Stormbone will come be with us this round because he's getting duplicate, triplicate surgeries for serving his country. And for everybody against all odds, for the father who came to us and said, I took this box of acid hits from my dead son body. And my dad was there, and he came with a crew and a flag. And he said these box of acids was taken off of his body of the tins after he died. And he brought a crew with him. And for those stories, we love you. We love you on our 25th and 27th birthday. God bless you guys. And everybody who's here tonight. Pedro, we're going to run a video, I think. Yo, show you the... Right. There you go. I'll show
so you. let's check the mic. Come on, everybody. Come on. Hell yeah, man. You know, one thing that I can tell you, Jack, is when it comes to life, bro, life, the most important thing that I can take about life is about sharing. And it was beautiful that my man Jonathan Drew shared with you guys the humble beginnings of Drew Estate. And matter of fact, I was talking to one of my men over there at that table, and when it comes to cigars, cigars are not about saving them. Cigars are about smoking them. Because life doesn't wait on nobody, and time doesn't wait on nobody. So a night like this, a night, let me repeat myself because English is my second language. A night like this is about making it to the best. Yes. So if you got the Liga Privada Aniversario Robusto, smoke them, because I've been having the best time of my life right now, because I'm sharing this one with you guys tonight. So what do we have going on right now, Jack?
All right, you guys, if you thought that this was the end of the evening, it's just the beginning. This is just the kickoff. So after we get off the stage, the amazing band's going to get ready. Viva Knievel's going to come over here. After we're done, we're going to, right over here, do you see this big plane on my left, your right? We're going to be releasing and giving you guys each a Liga 10 Robusto. So make sure to get that. The casino is going to be opened up after this. If you haven't gotten some food yet from Bears, make sure to get some food from Bears. And then, of course, at the end of the night, about 9:45, we're going to be doing some raffles. So hit Cigars for Warriors. And then if you guys were asking, some people were asking about the orange ticket. That's your like your first chip to get your casino bucks. Or
Absolutely, man. But the thing is, you know, when it comes to the VIP pre-party,
yes.
I mean, when it comes to events, nobody in the industry, and I'm gonna say this one loud and clear, nobody in this amazing cigar industry have throw events like this.
Ooh.
Because, because life is about experience, and we want to build the best experience for all of you guys. So my man, TJ Eli, what tools do you have, buddy?